and welcome to episode 8 of The Halfway Line with me, Aaron Gordon, and my co-host,
Leo Watts.
How are you today, Leo?
Yeah, we're all right. But tired. I was very late in today.
Your car got frozen.
It was, honestly, I've never seen it so bad.
Yeah, you were texting me. I was waiting for you quite a while in here. So we're recording a bit later than usual, but it should be up around the same time. Not much. A few things happened this week. Just a generally in football. We've got our usual running order today with some notes from the Analyst on different things. But I think today we're just going to start off with Scottish results.
Yeah.
Did you watch any games this week, Leo?
I didn't. Honestly, didn't.
I'm sure you've seen the Rangers decision,
I did.
which we will get onto in a second.
I tried to watch that one, but it wasn't on Sky or anything, so...
No, it was a 3 o'clock game, so... But, yeah, starting off, we have got Dundee United 0, Falkirk 3. Kind of an honest... I didn't see that coming. I don't know about you, but I definitely did not see that happening at all. It was quite a few mistakes from the Dundee United keeper. I showed you them yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Just not a great performance from United. Brian Graham getting the third there. But moving on, we have got Hibs 2, Dundee 0. Hibs also played last night, but we'll onto that in a second. Hibs just in a decent bit of form, kind of on and off, you know what I mean? Dundee just staying kind of rooted to the bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
Kilmarnock 1, Motherwell 3. I don't know much about this game. I didn't watch it myself, but I heard Motherwell played pretty well. Stomatolopoulos scored a penalty to make it 3-1 in the 68th minute. I'll let you talk about the next game because it is Rangers versus Livingston.
Well, Rangers versus Livingston did manage to get the win. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't able to watch it, but I was seeing the kind of live coverage on the Sky app, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like we should be more comfortably beating Livingston there. And obviously there was the shouts for the handball. If we're being honest, that should have been given.
Oh yeah,
I was very lucky to get away with that.
But the fact that it didn't even go to VAR, like it's a shocking decision.
It was very lucky for Rangers to get away with that. But I'll take it. There's definitely been some dodgy decisions given against us, so we'll take a dodgy decision given for us.
There's also been a lot of dodgy decisions going for you as well, I reckon.
But yeah, there's not much to say about it. We should definitely be winning more comfortably there.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, dodgy from the ref and VR there, but we'll take it.
I'm sure you will. But the 8 o'clock game was St Mirren versus Celtic, 0-0 up until the 95th minute when Callum McGregor scored a brilliant goal. I was watching that game myself. Celtic were just really flat. Like, they didn't really create anything. Every kind of pass, a lot of passes just went wayward. Martin O'Neill didn't look happy with the performance at all.
Yeah, I mean, they're still searching for a manager. It seems like there was talks of it not being Nance anymore, but it seems like he is still the front runner for the job.
Where's he? Is it Columbus? I can't remember where he's from.
I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks like he's probably still the front runner. There was murmurings of him being kind of out because of whatever reason, but it was something to do with staff that he wanted to bring in.
It is Columbus. I got it right.
There you go.
I got it right.
I think it was to do with staff he wanted to bring in. But I think he's still the front runner now, so I guess we'll have to see how that plays out.
100%. We'll move on to the Championship now. There was a Friday night game, Queen's Park against Ross County, but got postponed 10 minutes before kick-off.
Oof.
So
They're
Ross County fans have been a 4-hour trip down, waited until 10 minutes before kick-off to be told the game's off, which is a shocking, like, it's poor management.
What was it postponed for?
A frozen pitch.
Surely you'd have known that more than 10
No, I know, but like,
beforehand.
it's the fact that pitch, they've invested so much money into that team. I got told the figures the other day, and it's crazy how much money they've invested just to play at a small stadium. It's honestly, it's something insane. But the Saturday games, it was Airdrie 0, Ayr United 1. Arbroath 0, Wraith Rovers 0. Wraith Rovers still, they just got a new manager yesterday, which we'll get on to in a minute. Dunfermline 1, Greenock Morton 0. Partick Thistle 2, St Johnstone 1. I can see you giving me a look there.
The Analyst had some things to say about that game.
I'm looking forward to it. First half, Thistle were up for it. They had the backing from their fans. I think there was a crowd of about 5,000 there, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Saints brought about 1,500, which is a good support, but just all around quite a flat performance from Saints. Some poor defending for the goals.
Yeah.
But second half we could have came onto it. We could have scored late on, but just couldn't convert, which was really unlucky. But we play Cove Rangers in the Cup this Saturday. So we've got an affiliation with them, which is quite weird. And then we're also playing Hearts B, who we've also got an affiliation with in the KDM Evolution Trophy. But moving on to League One, we have Cove Rangers 0, Allo Athletic 0, Hamilton 3, Kelty 1, Montrose 2, East 5-1, Peterhead 1, Stenhousemuir 4, Inverness 4, Queen of the South 0. And League 2, we've got Clyde 1, Annan 0, Dumbarton 1, 4-4, East Kilbride 1, Edinburgh City 1. That's a good result for Edinburgh City. Spartans 0, Stranraer 4. Spartans sat top of the table.
There you go.
Stirling 1, Elgin 1. So, quite surprised at that Spartans result because I know they're still top of the table, 1 point ahead of East Kilbride, who have just drawn to Edinburgh City, who are bottom. Which is, it's a weird league, isn't it?
You can never predict
Some league Scottish football. I actually forgot about one of the Premiership results. Aberdeen 1, Hearts 0.
Oh yeah, that's a kind of big one.
We were
as well.
talking about that with someone in the queue in the canteen yesterday, who was a Hearts fan, but
Yeah, we were talking about it, and he just
he just
turned
kind
around.
of butted in. But yeah, it was is that their first loss of the season?
First loss, yeah, because I think they had only drawn.
I'm pretty sure that is their first loss. Yeah, it is their first loss of the season. But they lost to St Mirren in the Cup.
I think it's the same for Hearts every season for the last few seasons, is that they start off pretty well, and then they just can't keep that momentum.
Last season, I don't think it was the case. Cause
but the season before, I remember them starting quite well as well.
Yeah, they
just can't keep it.
It was Aberdeen last season.
Yeah,
Aberdeen were up there, but they've all. It's around the same time that Aberdeen choked that Hearts have just lost. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But moving on, you've got some stuff to say about the Premier League, don't you?
I do, but I'd like to say first, my friend Erin just messaged me randomly, sent a screenshot of the Instagram page for the podcast and said, "When and why did you start a podcast?"
It's a good question.
So Erin, I'll address this for you just now. When? I don't even know at the start.
We're 8 episodes that we had about 3 months ago.
Yeah, not too long ago. Why? It's part of the college course, but
we love doing it.
Really enjoyable.
We love doing it.
One of the more fun parts of the course, so that's why we're sticking on it. We're technically complete the coursework for this. We don't need to do any more podcasts, but we're doing it just for the love of the game.
Just for the love of the game. We love it.
So there you go.
So there we go, Aaron. That's that been addressed for you. You've got some. You want to move on to the Premier League?
Yeah. So there are some really big results. I think I want to start off with City losing to Newcastle.
Definitely.
It was wild.
I turned it on for the 10 minutes. All the goals went in, and I turned it off again. No goals went in. So I think I got quite lucky there.
Yeah. So it was Newcastle 2, City 1. I think it's a big result for Newcastle. Obviously, City can't really afford to be losing to.
Well, they lost last night again.
Yeah, they who was it they played?
Bayer Leverkusen.
There you go. I saw a clip of one of the goals for that game as well. It was a great header.
Patrick Schick, yep. He's the one who scored the halfway line goal against Scotland in the Euros.
Oh.
Yeah, he scored both of them. So
thanks for bringing that up.
That was quite a devastating. I was in school watching that.
But yeah, I think great for Newcastle. I don't think City should be taking those kind of losses, obviously, but if they want to keep matching Arsenal, they've got to keep on top of that.
100%.
Speaking of Arsenal, they beat Tottenham 4-1.
Fantastic result.
Brilliant performance
from Eze.
The Analyst has some breakdown for that as well.
The Analyst has got everything.
It was a fantastic game. First ever hat trick in the North London derby in the Premier League.
Mental.
Eze,
Mental.
Brilliant. I mean, his goals were all fantastic, to be honest. And it was a first goal from Trossard as well to get them going, and then the hat trick.
It was a great goal from Trossard. The way he turned and just finished, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's just brilliant overall game. Next up, I want to talk about the Liverpool game.
I was going to say, is it a Liverpool game?
Forest beat Liverpool 3-0. I mean, Liverpool have been on such a terrible performance as of late. It's so bad. It really is terrible. And I mean, I just can't. I don't know if it's just the players just aren't up for it, or if it's, as the Analyst said last week, it's something to do with the midfield. If they really just need to fix that, I wonder if they'll address that in the January window. I'm assuming they will. They probably have their eyes on some people. They want to get in to try and boost up the squad, but I think it's maybe a bit far gone for them now. I don't really think they have any fight left for this season. I know it's early to say, but I think they just really have taken too many of these losses to the kind of teams that they absolutely shouldn't be. I mean, especially winning the league last season, you should be coming into this season with a lot of fight.
I think the main goal now will be top four.
Yeah.
Top four is...
I really don't think they can get much more than that.
No.
Chelsea are on a pretty good streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
They beat Burnley 2-0 and they did really well in the Champions League.
We will talk about that in a second.
We'll get onto that, but yeah, that was brilliant. I believe the analyst has some things to say about that as well.
Of course he does.
But yeah, great games overall. I want to mention Everton United as well.
That stat I told you yesterday was wrong.
Or was it?
Mm-hmm. York beat them in 1985.
Oh, right, okay.
So the stat I had yesterday was Everton are the first ever team to beat United at Old Trafford when the team has had 10 men. So Everton went into 10 men and they won. But the stat was falsified. Since in 1985, the York beat United in the League Cup 3-0.
Well, at least you corrected it.
I know, at least I didn't blurt it out and get it wrong. It would be worse if I saw it after. I'd be kicking myself.
Yeah, and other than that, it was Aston Villa 2, Leeds United 1, Fulham 1, Sunderland 0, Brighton 2, Brentford 1, Crystal Palace 2, Wolves 0, West Ham, Bournemouth drew 2-2. That was all for that. I think we want to maybe get on to the Women's Champions League next.
Or do you want to do men's? Because last night.
We can do.
Oh no, we'll start with women's.
Women's was earlier.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Is it my turn to do this? Did you watch any of the games yourself?
I didn't manage to. You know, most of my time now, I spend 3 days here, and then I work the rest of the days.
I feel that.
So I don't actually get much time. I just try and see the highlights as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember you messaging me about it. You were watching a few of them.
I watched the Wolfsburg game. So I'll just read out the results here. So we got Juventus 3, Lyon 3, Wolfsburg 5, Manchester United 2. We were saying last week that Wolfsburg are a very good side, but you said they've kind of fallen off. But
yeah,
great result for them. Arsenal 2, Real Madrid 1. Big result for them. Paris FC 2, Benfica 0, and Valerenga 2, St. Polten 2. They've got some weird names, don't they?
yeah.
Oh no, that's Barcelona team. Mind the one you couldn't say last time. That's on here, so I'm gonna have to pronounce it this time.
Oh yeah. Have fun with that.
Yeah, thanks. FC 20 now. This is the next day. FC 20 0. Atletico Madrid 4. Chelsea women's 1. Barcelona women's 1. Ut Heverlee Leuven 1.
There you go.
Roma 1 and PSG 1. Bayern Munich 3. So, I believe Chelsea sits top of the Women's Champions
I think
League.
it's Barcelona still.
It's still Barcelona. No side is going to beat in. It's Lyon who's at second, and then Wolfsburg is at third, and then United is at fourth. So all kind of teams you'd expect to be up.
Yeah.
But
not much change from last week anyway, but some good games regardless.
Some good games regardless. We're going to move on to the Champions League last night. I did watch some of the Chelsea game. I didn't catch any of the goals. I know Hamid is happy with the Marseille game.
Yeah.
He's very happy with that. So we're going to start with the early kickoffs. It was Ajax 0, Benfica 2, Galatasaray 0, Union St. Louis 1. So a good result for them. And on to the later games. Bodo Glimt 2, Juventus 3. Bodo Glimt scored a late penalty and then Juventus scored again to make it 3-2. Borussia Dortmund 4, Villarreal 0. Chelsea 3, Barcelona 0. I don't think anyone saw that coming.
No.
Don't think anyone's. Man City 2, Bayer Leverkusen. Man City 2?
No.
My brain's fried. Sorry.
Too early.
Too early. Man City 0, Bayer Leverkusen 2. And then Marseille 2, Newcastle 1. Napoli 2, Karabag 0. I believe. Did I see it right that McTominay scored another bicycle kick?
Was it another bicycle kick? I knew he scored, but I didn't know it was a bicycle
Well,
kick.
apparently, I heard someone say that, but I might be wrong.
Should we just find out right now?
Yeah, we're going to cut for a second
Hold
just
on.
to double check. Right, let's double check this. I'm sure he did.
Oh, I've got an Domino's ad.
I mean, he sort of did.
It wasn't proper.
Is it good?
Oh.
Right, we'll leave a second of silence. This is what we do. And we're back. Right, we've just checked it. it was sort of a bicycle kick, but
It's kind of like a half bicycle. He didn't really
it was
jump
like
up.
it was kind of like a volley.
It was more like he spun
but
around.
it took a
and hit
massive
it.
deflection. It wasn't going in otherwise.
Yeah, no, that was really lucky.
He saw shades of Hamden and thought, let's go. He saw the same shape of the stadium and was like, right, I'm in my element. Maybe that's why he plays so well for Napoli, because it looks like Hamden.
Maybe it's
got
the Scottish
the
buff.
same shape. But yeah, McTominay scored the first goal as well. So, but that one went down as an own goal, the second one. And then it ended with Slavia Prague now Athletic Club now. So we're going to move on to the games tonight, unless you've got some stuff to say about those games there.
No, I didn't manage to say
The
those
Analyst
either,
does,
but
which we'll move on to.
The Analyst has some good notes.
Analyst
obviously.
notes are coming up after this, I believe.
He's really the saviour of a lot of these podcasts.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to... We were talking yesterday about other stuff we could do, and we've got some exciting stuff coming up if we can pull it off.
Yes.
100%. Yeah. So make sure you stay tuned for any news that we have coming up of any exciting stuff we're doing. Maybe a change of scenery for some of the episodes.
Maybe.
Perhaps some special guests, but we'll
leave it there.
All in due time.
Yes.
So tonight, the early kickoffs at 5:45 are Copenhagen against Kairat Almaty and Paphos against Monaco. And the late kickoffs, we've got Arsenal Bayern Munich. I personally will be watching that.
That's going to be a good game. They're both sitting first and second
Some
at the moment.
fantastic games tonight. Atletico Madrid Inter, Eintracht Frankfurt versus Atalanta. I'm looking forward to watch. I think that'll be a really good game. Liverpool versus PSV. I can see PSV winning that 2-0.
Yeah.
Could really see that. Olympiacos against Real Madrid. PSG against Tottenham. You never know. Super Cup. Tottenham did well against them. Sporting Club against Club Bruges. So, not much to... were you watching the games tonight?
I'll do my best.
Perchance.
I really want to see the Bayern Arsenal game. That would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Be a really good game. But
I don't want to hear anything about Harry Kane.
Yeah, we're moving on.
You know, every time his name comes up, I like shimmer
Get
away.
flashbacks.
Like, genuinely, I regret saying that so much because after watching him play so much more, I was blinded by Scottish biasness.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there. But Europa League as well.
Yeah.
There's Europa League on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Big game for Rangers, Braga.
Yeah, I think we can take that. We've been playing much better, and I would actually like to mention before we get onto any of that, the Rangers CEO and director of football were sacked.
Yes.
Just the other day.
You gave me the information before.
Gave you the information
got
before
announced.
because of our inside source.
Yep.
The Analyst, legendary. As I understand it, Danny Roll will be in charge of the January signings.
Mm-hmm.
He was the reason that they were sacked because he was very unhappy with the fact that they were going to go. It said here, Roll's review of the squad and proposed. So he did a full review of the squad. And he said the proposed signings in January was not positive. He was not happy because they were going down the route of signing lower English league players again. So he was not happy about that, and the board listened, and
they packed him.
Yeah, they sacked.
It was about time though.
Thelwell and Stewart. So yeah, it looks like there won't be a new. I mean, this isn't 100%, but it's unlikely that there's going to be a new director of football or CEO until April-May time next year. And so Rowe has been obviously given full reign over the signings. Obviously, it depends how much money he's going to get. It depends who he's looking at. I saw they were maybe linked to a Palestinian striker. Actually, maybe it wasn't a striker.
Was that on Celtic?
No, I saw something else.
Oh, okay,
this was on like Instagram though, so it could have been completely wrong.
I saw Celtic were looking at a Palestinian striker.
Yeah, I saw something.
But I might be wrong.
I saw something about maybe a Kazakh player as well, but that Hearts.
It's good that they're kind of going down that road though.
I would rather they try something else. If anything, that's clearly
signing these lower league English players isn't going to work.
It hasn't worked before. It's continued to not work when they've tried it again and again and again.
I always feel like these lower league English players come up here thinking, "Oh yeah, this is going to be so much easier."
Yeah,
but it's not. It's so much
just
harder.
A lot. Yeah, they just underestimate it every time. But yeah, so he wasn't happy with that game plan, and his review was very likely, the reason that they were Stern out. The way I understand it, there's Scott Fry, the new set piece coach, and one other staff member was going to be kept on, but it is more than likely that all the other appointments from Thelwell are going to be replaced. So a lot of big change happening. And I have noticed as well, Rangers have been a lot more involved with the fans since more as of late, really, since the takeover, sure, but as of late they're wanting to know. They're doing a lot of Q&As and hosting kind of meetings with fans as well, asking about whether they like expansions and ticket prices and things like that. So I think it's some new horizons there for Rangers. Now I like where they're going, the direction they're heading. I'm a big fan, especially when you see a problem and the manager comes in and says, "No, this is a big problem," and the board actually goes, "Okay, we agree with you. We're listening. We're going to fix it, or we're at least going to try and fix it." That is a big step forward from what we had before. So, more than happy with that.
100%. So, what do you think? Do you think Roll will be able to make these signings and be able to adapt to his own style of play with these new players that he's going to bring?
I really hope so. I'm confident only because Roll has managed to come in with the players we've got and go on a good streak. It has been scrappy. It's not been fun to watch by any means. It's been, not the best. I mean, 2-1 against Livingston, you want to be beating them by more, or at least not conceding there. But the fact that he's getting it done when Martin couldn't is a good sign, because it's the same players. Again, it's the same players he's got, and he's getting at least something out of them. So if he's getting his own players in that aren't from lower English leagues, I think there's a wider variety of talent there. There's more options for them, and it should be a better investment. I don't think it's going to be as expensive. I think he can probably get away with a lot there. And obviously, if he does make some good signings there, and he can get players that fit his style of play and really get that football system going and getting Rangers in a better position, I think he can really do something with the season here.
100%. I think Rangers will be. I don't think they can win the league.
Probably not.
But I think they'll be looking to catch up to Hearts in second, because I don't think Hearts are going to keep this up.
Yeah. I think realistically, we knew that after the takeover, it was going to be still a bit of a slog getting through the next couple of seasons.
The kind of dead weight that you have from previous years.
Yeah. It was never going to be an instant fix. I know a lot of Rangers fans have always kind of assumed that, okay, new takeover, why aren't we winning? Okay, new takeover, why aren't we top of the league? Okay, new takeover, or even new manager, why aren't we winning? It's always that. It needs patience and time, and they need to learn. Obviously, you want them to be doing well as quick as possible, but they're going to make mistakes. At least they're trying to resolve it this time. I think that it's still a positive thing. And I guess only time will tell how they go.
100%. So, game against Braga, are you feeling confident?
I think so. I think more confident than before. I think there's every chance we take it. There's every chance we don't. It's maybe a 50-50 for me. I'll be excited to see how it goes, though. Definitely a lot more confidence in the squad now with the run they're having, and very excited to see what happens in January.
Yep, and I know Celtic play Feyenoord as well, and Aberdeen play FC Noah in the Conference League. So some interesting games there, all in all. But I think we're going to move on. Is it time?
I think it might be time.
I think it might be time.
Okay, the Analyst.
It's time for the Analyst.
As said,
folks.
We're starting off with Arsenal versus Tottenham here.
Yep.
Arsenal demolished Spurs in the North London derby on Sunday, putting them 6 points clear at the top of the table. A hat-trick from Eze followed Leandro Trossard's opening goal. Thomas Frank got his setup completely wrong, starting with a 5-2-3 in attempt to press Arsenal high, similar to their game plan against PSG. Despite the plan, Spurs put almost no pressure on Arsenal in the build-up all game. The formation protected the middle of the pitch to start with, but Arsenal exploited the space on the wings by flooding the right side with players. This forced the two Spurs midfielders over, leaving Eze with massive space in the number 10 position, leading to his goals. While I believe Thomas Frank is a solid manager, he has failed to adapt to his new surroundings. Spurs have the second worst home record in the league, just ahead of Wolves, while having the second best away record. Despite the level of player Spurs have, Frank has built them for the counter-attack. This works in away games, but when they are forced to break teams down at home, they look clueless. Frank will have to make good changes quickly if he wants to keep his job. And moving on to Chelsea versus Barcelona. He was messaging me last night. I know he was like typing this as the game was happening, ready to send it to me. Chelsea began their statement win against Barcelona last night with a front line of Esval, Neto and Garnacho. This embodied their plan to exploit the Barcelona high line. Reece James and Moises Caicedo dominated the midfield duels, allowing Enzo Fernandez to play passes in behind Barca on the counter. This led to multiple chances and disallowed goals before Koundé put the opener into his own net. Willian was instrumental in this game, threatening both in 1v1s against his fullback and when he dropped into the pitch and played against his fellow attackers. He has completely broken out for Chelsea this season and has become one of the most exciting young players in the world. His goal showcased his brilliant close control as he dribbled past 2 Barcelona defenders and fired into the roof of the net. He will be pivotal if Chelsea want to push Arsenal this weekend. Barcelona's high line perplexed teams last season seems to have been figured out. Bruges scored 3 against them and could have had more. Chelsea the same yesterday. In the Champions League, teams with athleticism and pace can exploit Barcelona's defending consistently. Time will tell if Hansi Flick can adapt. Now for the real main event.
It's the Saints.
Partick Thistle versus St. John's.
Thank you. Did he do it specifically for me?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Thank you, Analyst.
It was a top-of-the-table clash in the Scottish Championship this weekend as Partick Thistle caught St Johnstone in first place. This game embodied what the Perth team are of late. Careless.
100%.
St Johnstone have the best squad and the most dominant play style in the second division. This is marred by their lack of concentration in defence. The Partick goal came from a ball across the box. Try that one again. The first Partick goal came from a ball across the box, which is somehow tapped home by a marked player.
It was a really poor goal to concede, yeah.
There are 7 Saints players in the 6-yard box when the ball comes in, and none of them deal with it. The second is more of the same. A ball into the box falls to Tony Watt after a poor header clear, and he fires home in plenty of space. St Johnstone have had enough chances to feel like they could have gotten something from this game, and even got a goal back through the excellent Josh McPake. The reality is that for Saints to get back to the top of the league, they must be better in defence. Their dominance protects them against the lower teams, but in the biggest games, they cannot give goals so cheaply and expect to win the league.
That's completely right. I agree. Is that all he's got?
That's all he's got for us this week.
No, I agree though, because
breakdown there.
We're giving too much away. It's sloppy. You know what I mean? It works. Like, if you obviously, we'd be winning against a smaller team. See, when it comes to like Dunfermline or Arbroath and like,
when there's teams that can press you a bit,
when there's teams that can press, but we're getting overrun because our defense. I think it's because at the start of the season we were so attack. The defense had nothing to do, really. But we've got a really solid like back line with Jack Baird and Cheek Diabate.
I think they just need to adapt. They can understand. Obviously, not being able to do that in the games isn't ideal, but they can watch these games back and say, okay, well, actually, what did I do wrong there? I think that is what they need to do. I think there's every chance that they can really just work on that and make sure that line is, strong enough that they can tackle these kind of bigger teams.
We have the manager to make this work. Our manager is phenomenal. Like, he's the best man for the job, and he's he gives such a good feel-good factor around the club. But I definitely think we've got Bozo Mikolic out at the moment. He just had another injury setback. He was sensational for us last season. He signed another 2-year contract. Yeah. Which is brilliant. He's a big 6'4" Croatian defender. Fantastic defender. Him and Cheek Diabate and centre backs will be really good. But I just think that if we're going to keep up our form, we just need to stop giving away such cheap. I mean, I can't say much because I've not been to the games. Yeah. That's the problem. I wish I could say more about it, but I just don't know what I can say because I'm not at the games anymore.
No, but I think it is as simple as that, is that clearly the attack is working against the lower teams, and because they're not able to press as much, or they're not able to maybe defend the attack as much, you guys are kind of steamrolling. But when it comes to the bigger teams that have got a better defence and they're able to press you guys, clearly the defence isn't able to handle it. If that's something they need to work on in training, they'll be doing that. And maybe it's something that the players themselves, like you said, maybe it's because at the start of the season you didn't really have to defend much. They're just not used to it. It's something they'll have to adapt to, and that's a test of the players.
Because they need to muck in their ideas if they want to keep their consistency up.
Of course.
But I think that's all we have time for this week.
That is everything this week.
100%.
Maybe a shorter episode, but still.
There's not much happened this week, has there?
No, there's plenty of Champions League games, but I think there's still a lot of football to be played for the rest of the week.
Scottish Cup weekend coming up. With also some Premiership. But as I said earlier, we're looking to do some more stuff because we don't just want us talking every week. We want to have other people on. We want to do some other stuff. So hopefully that will be coming soon. We've messaged a few people. Hopefully.
We've got some plans.
We've got some plans for the podcast. Want to expand it a little bit. But that has been all from us this week. So thank you very much for listening.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. This has been the Halfway Late episode 8. Goodbye.